Trisha Blackman was born, and in the spring of 1973, she became #2 Miss Bossy Moo, line president of the 7 ladies on the Gamma line of the Iota Pi chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. And on January 31st, 1983, Miss Bossy Moo gave birth to SQ Dollar, who, on a glorious spring evening in 2005, became the oh-so-pretty individual you see before you. Teen Conceit, #3 of the 14 Chronicles of Confrontation from Zeta Chi, the Hot Sand chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, thus making me the perfect person to deliver this poem titled, What is a Delta? According to Webster, there are 2 definitions. The first one says that a delta is simply the 4th letter of the Greek alphabet. Now this definition I found to be accurate because it means that you all being the 4th created wasn't an accident. Now you might be thinking a mistake was made saying, weren't the omegas the 4th to be made? And to that I say, clearly they don't mean that much to you because whose colors did y'all decide to use? The second definition says that a delta is a piece of land shaped like a triangle that is formed when a river splits into smaller rivers before it flows into an ocean. Somebody say when a river splits. When a river splits, like when 22 women who deemed it fit to split from the status quo, we create a new foundation upon which to grow. A place where you were measured by the character you had, one where the standards were higher than the color of a paper bag. See, the thing about a river is that not all parts want to sit still. Some parts of the river believe that there is still more yet to build. So it begins to move and shift as if it's looking for a place to continue its motion. And on January 13, 1913, the river Delta began to flow into an ocean. Somebody say flow into an ocean. For 104 years, this crimson and cream tidal wave has grown and is now taking the world by storm. Everyone else, please consider yourselves warned that the largest sorority in the world is on the move. So grab a pen or paper out of your pocket or purse, because what it means to be a Delta is bigger than just being first. It means to be strong when others are weak, to be moving when others are standing still. It means kind, caring, and meek, and always willing to offer the hungry a hot meal. It means building a school in Daytona, Mary McLeod Bethune. It means being the first black actress on Broadway, Osceola Adams. It means being the first black female general in the United States Army, General Hazel Johnson Brown, PhD. It means Dr. Paulette Walker, who said, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. It means Dr. Paulette Walker, who spent the last 50-something odd years as a professional educator and advocate for urban schools. It means Dr. Paulette Walker, who, while she was the director of undergraduate programs and internships in the College of Education at the University of South Florida, had the foresight in her mind and love in her heart to kick a young, arrogant boy out of the College of Education because he was not living up to his potential. Now I know all Brina asked me for was a poem, but I got a little testimony to give. See, I know kicking me out wasn't easy, and part of me prayed she couldn't sleep for a week. And in my first book I wrote, I will never forget those words when she looked over at me and said, "Son, I think it's time you change your major." But I knew, even as I went home crying and confused about my future, I knew she was right. And I knew she did it out of love. When you love something, it don't matter how difficult it is, you do it anyway. When you love something, you don't leave it how you found it. You just can't. Something inside you won't allow you to just sit and watch your child, your spouse, your sorority, your profession, your church, your people just remain in a negative or stagnant state. That's because when you love something, I'm not talking about this play stuff we see on TV and the internet. I'm talking when you truly love something, you do something. Somebody say when you love something. You love something. When you love something, you don't just sit back and let it be treated any old kind of way. You don't stand on the sidelines complaining about what needs to be done. You go get some tools, some credentials, some qualifications, and then you go do something. Maybe you get a Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics education from Michigan State University, and then a Master's of Guidance and Counseling and a Doctorate of Education in Administration, both from the University of Michigan, and then you go do something. Love stimulates action. Love motivates action. That's because love is action, and real love, when you really love something, you don't care about recognition for your actions because you didn't do it for that. Dr. Walker has more awards than the Kappa Man has mirrors. We got some mirrors, man. We got some mirrors. And while she appreciates all of them, if she never received one, it wouldn't bother her because that's not why she did it. See, it's great to be appreciated, but when you do something for the right reasons, I need about 22 women to say the right reasons. Right reasons. When you do something for the right reasons, I'm going to step on somebody's toes. Accolades are irrelevant. So if you're doing stuff for the wrong reasons, then that means you're looking for recognition, and that's not the right reason, because there's only one reason to do things, and there is only one reason she has done all that she has. Dr. Walker, with your degree in math, there isn't an equation, an algorithm, a theorem. Hell, Pythagoras himself couldn't find a way to calculate the amount of lives who are better because of your actions. Because of your love. And while the branches from your tree of love extend across the country and around the world, and while you will never know to what extent the effects of your lifelong labor of love has had on this planet, my prayer is that today's reception will serve as some inclination of the gratitude that the world wants to show you. There is only one reason to dedicate your life to the welfare of others, and it is the same reason we are all gathered here today. And the songwriter said it best. And if they ask you why we did it, you tell them that we did it for love. And if they ask you why she did it, hey! Tell them that she did it for love. Dr. Walker, we love you.